Good morning and welcome to this morning's reflection. We take just a moment to come into this place of stillness and to come into this space of God's love. Just in this moment, let God love you. Allow His love to pour into your soul. I know that for many of us, as we watch the news or read the paper, we begin to feel overwhelmed. We begin to feel overwhelmed by the anger, the contempt, and the violence present in the world today. I know that some of you, and myself included, sometimes simply avoid the news, simply to find some peace. Now, this is not new to the world. The world has always been violent and corrupt. But that does not stop it from overwhelming us today and pushing us towards despair and hopelessness. We too can find ourselves taking strong positions on matters, even when we actually know very little about a particular issue. We may only know what we have watched on TikTok or seen on Facebook, and yet we can take extremely strong views on things. And we will defend those positions, sometimes assertively and angrily. And we find it difficult to listen to people who see the world differently, whose experience of the world is different, hence their perspective is different. And so we have to intentionally step out of the ring. The person is not our opponent. They are fellow travelers who desire the very same things that we desire. We have to invite the other to sit down, to have coffee, and to talk. If you are a Christian, you must believe in the dignity of all humans. If you are a Christian, then hospitality is your calling. As followers of Christ, we have an example to emulate. Jesus draws us into relationship with others. He sends us out to love others, to encourage them and affirm them. We are not meant to tear them apart. We are not meant to treat others with contempt. When I listen to the way people speak today, their speech is vulgar, harsh, and accusing. The aim of much political speech is to denigrate the opposition, and in so doing incite violence toward anyone that might be different. As those who follow Christ, we need to stand up for the dignity of all humanity, of all life. We must be ready and willing to question the necessity of language that strips others of their dignity and that seeks to degrade them. Simply, we must stand up for what we believe to be right, not by aggressively attacking, but by modeling love, by standing in love and for love. To do this in the face of overwhelming violence is to hold on to hope. Hope is not achieved by dint of will, but is a gift of grace. I have noticed that the news has become entertainment today. And so the more you can shock and outrage people, the better will be your ratings and your viewings or your likes or whatever it might be that measures your success. And this leads presenters to inflate the outrageous so that they can compete with other news outlets. You might remember way back in the past when the news tended to be a slot in the evening's television program for information, not entertainment. And so we live in a polarized world, each side living in its own echo chamber, exacerbated and inflated by outrage. We live in echo chambers with deaf ears to what might be happening outside of that chamber. And so we need to stop. We need to intentionally engage with people who hold a different view and let go of the daily diet of greedy news providers who are trying to whip us up into a frenzy. So stop out of the ring, engage intentionally with whoever it might be that you see as the other. That might be Muslims, gay people, Jews, Palestinians, Russians, members of the EFF, atheists. When a Christian stops and truly sees and truly loves the other, we spread hope, we spread love. Hopelessness is not an option for us. Hopelessness is not an option for us. And so today, may you hold on to hope. May you step out of the ring, and may you engage with whoever comes your way with kindness and compassion of Christ. Amen.